inside you. I can see inside you. True colors. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we're almost done. All right, so it's a live session. Hallelujah. Um, all right, so I finally used some intelligence with my crooked headphones and my cone head. I should have been in the movie. Nah. But no, I finally got what I was trying to do all this time. Simple mechanics. But hey, we all have our dumbfounded, stupid moments. I know I have plenty of those. Just saying. But yeah, this before I play this out loud, there will be a video, music video for this. This is a self-examination. And it's like in third person. So me speaking to y'all speaking to me, y'all speaking to us, and me speaking to someone else. In my thoughts and meditations of self-examination of my own heart and critiquing, as he said, you know them by their fruit, and or if a friend proves himself friendly. So I guess that's fourth person. It wasn't before, it is today. So yeah, some recent experiences I've had in encounters and stuff like this, and being in a position where I have to make a choice, though the choice is already made for me. And deep in my heart, I knew what I was going to choose. And thinking about others and their destiny, and not messing the path up when it comes to the Most High. It just even comes to mind different things I've experienced with other people and stuff like that, where it's like, okay, if they have a fighting chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't screw it up for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have to make that choice where it's like, yo, this choice is the best choice for all of us. Regardless of what comes from it, like, trust in the Most High that He knows what He's doing. So, some difficult choices and difficult decisions for myself, obviously, and then just hearing the cries of other people, where it's like, people want to do good, people want to do right, those who do, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes God sends you in that life is to be an example or a difference, and to reveal and make known His truth. And the evidence has to be in a proportionate you, you gotta stand for that. So in the midst of all that, I'm going to play this real quick because I have to go check on my children and daddy duties calling me. So yeah, let me do that real quick. Oop. Real quick like that, and then go ahead and back that up. So just listen to the lyrics. Yeah, I can see inside I can see inside of you. I can see inside of you. Yeah, yeah. I can see inside of you. I can see inside of you. Can you see inside of me? Those edits. In my family, I stand. And we ain't doing them political religious games with the smokes and the groups. There's way more in the name of keeping out of sick. Just for the tasting of forbidden fruits. I feel the nurturing from you. So, um, I'm obligated. I'm obligated in position. In my family, I stand. Right. So it's a heart posture. We ain't doing the political religious games. We exposing the roots, justice, and true righteousness. You know what I'm saying? How else do you defend the poor if you let them continue to be mind controlled and abused and used? And if you're going through the same thing, there's way more in the name than keeping knowledge secret for just the taste of your forbidden fruits. Now, this is for me specifically. It may touch some of y'all, or many of y'all may be able to relate to that. But this is a have been experiencing, and it's been a kind of like a double process for me, like a seed of thought, where I can go back and like go back to clarity, so to speak, like get out of the head wooziness, you know what I'm saying, like that, and just like beyond the emotional bondage and attachments, looking at the root of certain things. It was like it's easy to connect with people, but part of connection is part of trust. It has to be clear, you know. Shouldn't be hiding things that are detrimental or could cause problems as to the point of like destroying families in the long run. Um, you know, like doing our diligence to like make sure stuff like that doesn't happen is key, because we look at these religions, they've taught you to like surrender your family to whatever and just abandon them. And there's no way that we can undo that on our own. There's no way. And part of that was done because y'all had to make known to us who was his and who was not, who was for us and who was not. So it served its purpose. Nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? I remember on what came to thought a while ago, earlier, 10 minutes ago, if that, um, what somebody had said to me. They felt they were angry with me because I chose the church people over them. And I think he was my brother. And that messed with me a lot. You know what I'm saying? However, when brothers choose money over their own kin, you know, doesn't make it any better. It's not that I chose the church people over them. It's I chose to seek Yah, regardless of what it sounded like or looked like in the whole process. Beyond my own emotions and feelings and my thoughts, like I express myself a lot now more than ever. And only because the Most High has helped me get to that point of doing so. Because I used to suppress things inside and just like hide who I am from people because of what people would say and what people would think and how people would feel. But that's not relevant to my salvation when it comes to what other people think and feel or what they're going to say. Do or say or think whatever you want to. Just make sure that you know the Most High hears and sees all that, and check yourself because you might wreck yourself because you don't know who I am. You don't know what He's brought me through if I don't speak it. And I can speak it. That doesn't mean people are going to receive it as truth or accept that or whatever or even agree with it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? People think all types of stuff. Oh, you're lying. That's a joke. You just playing games. You just trying to say so. You just trying to make people feel sorry for you. I don't care about none of that. That's irrelevant. My whole thing is I know where I've been at, and the Most High was there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And being through massive amounts of abandonment and rejection, and call family, and then people just abandon you. You know what I'm saying? When something don't make sense to them, this, that, and the third. I made it my life's effort not to do that to other people. You know what I'm saying? And it's been hard as hell for me to like letting people go at times because it's like I see the greatest in people, and that's what I look at. I try to look past their flaws, even when it's like evident right in the beginning. I'd look past their flaws to find the greatness and try to feed that and put seeds right there and having hope and praying to Yah that He would use that to help transform them, to draw them to Him, and without so much or apart from so much accusation and just condemnation. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's come back to bite me many many times. And now that learning how to nurture myself or respect myself, honor myself and my family, I stand for family. Under Yah and in Yah. You know what I'm saying? And with Yah and with Yah above all else. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to my own emotions and feelings past a certain point, it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Because I want what Yah wants for me, no matter what, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in this trap of what we call the system in a mind for so long. I chose to let it go. I chose to ask Yah the harder questions. You have people of other religions who find it's blasphemous, you know what I'm saying, to ask the most high questions or to question him. How can you have a real relationship with him if you're not able to ask the question? That's like going to people. Yeah, he's not the same as people, but however, we get our emotions from him. You know what I'm saying? He gives us knowledge. He gives us knowledge of witty inventions. He makes known to us the secrets of men's hearts. I can see inside of you. Eyes tell stories. This is what I say. You know what I'm saying? I've been, because for me, I can see people's pains. I can see their struggles. I can see what they're wrestling with just by look at their eyes, and it's very evident. Some people wear their heart on their face. Some people have poker faces, so you got to go a little bit deeper. But it's not hard to see. It's not difficult to see if you have the eyes to see. And even Yah gave me that because perception is key, and most times my perception was jacked up. So there'd be times when I come on here, and I express myself. I'll say the F bomb, this, that, and the third, and I really actually like in my heart, I have a desire to like just do away with that word. You know what I'm saying? Past a certain point, we're putting uses we're supposed to be put. And part of being me, as he said, to be me, I know that helps people be free. That leads people out of captivity and out of bondage. You have to be free to be you. You have to be willing to embrace you. How can you embrace someone else if you don't know how to embrace you, or you're not willing to embrace the whole totality of you? I am perfect, and not the perfection in the way that man interprets or deems to be perfect in their mindset of confusion and perversion and whatever else that's been enticed to them and influenced to them. Are they in? You know what I'm saying? Perfect the way that the Most High says. You know what I'm saying? And if He says I'm worthy, who can say I'm not? How can I say that I'm not worthy? Who am I to say I'm not? You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be prideful or arrogant or haughty or feel like I'm greater than somebody else, because that's not the truth. There's people out there that I feel like is greater than me. You know what I'm saying? Greater men, greater father, you know what I'm saying, or greater son to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm not comparing myself with other people, and learning not to condemn myself and being willing to embrace my heritage. And part of who I am in my heritage is the fullness of truth. So I ask y'all to connect the pieces for me. Make it evident for me. Let me know that I'm not living a fantasy, that I'm not self-deceived or deceiving somebody else or somebody else deceiving me, or just thought I just put my focus on something so much so it became so real to me. I started seeing visions of it and claiming it, decreeing it, declaring it. And now, what I'm saying, I'm in this illusion or delusion of something. And for me, when it came to making that choice of of a life partner, that's what it was like. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to fight and war through that because it's like someone can show you nurturing, someone can show you love, someone can show you honor and integrity and virtue and value. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, when it comes to being obedient to the Most High, that's key. And seeing how I've hurt people in the past, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted what I wanted, and or I felt and I thought I could have both because it's possible. And my thought was, being able to have two wives, because looking at ancestry and looking at the ancient paths, I mean, look at Abraham, you know what I'm saying? Look at Jacob, look at Isaac, you know, so on and so forth. So I know it's possible, even when we talk about embracing heritage. However, when it comes to obedience and just submission and what Yah knows is right for us, you know what I'm saying? For all I know, that could have led me down a road or us down a road of adultery and perversion, you know, or harlotry and prostitution. So verse continuing to prostitute myself in things that don't serve the Most High. They don't serve me. They don't serve my family. They don't serve my people. You know what I'm saying? My people are the Most High's people. And that doesn't mean anybody and everybody who call themselves a Hebrew, Israelite, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about the people he has called and chosen and anointed specifically. As a whole, we are Messiah, as a house among the 12 kingdom tribes. You know what I'm saying? So those are my people. And I refuse to be a slave. I reject it. I renounce it. I denounce it. You know what I'm saying? Jesus will never save me. He will never save you. He won't even save his own people. He been gone for 2,000 years, so to speak. When is this nigga gonna come back? You know what I'm saying? How many of your people gotta suffer? How many of your people gotta continue to die, be raped, and go through genocide and this screenplay that they put out of the whole New Testament? You know what I'm saying? Those are all blasphemous Satans and children's of the Satans. Secret societies, keeping knowledge a secret to indulge in the secret in the forbidden fruits, and I did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And however, this goes a bit deeper for me with an experience that I've been experiencing. You can ask things and not get the actual truth. You know what I'm saying? And just to be able to relate to things that people have gone through, people have experienced somewhere in their life, you know. So it's not to just like target one or two people. It's like overall humanity, mankind, you know what I'm saying, and creation, how it affects all of us diversely. Being able to be transparent with myself, with my father, who is my mother as well, speaking about the Most High Yah, and my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning people who Yah says are friends, keep them as friends. You may want to get close to them. You may want to be with them. You may want to indulge in sexual activities, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did it, you know, but I'm not condemned. I'm not condemning anyone who's done it. I just made the choice. I asked y'all to help me make the choice. Like, what do you want me to do? You choose. Because if it was up to me, I would have been back and forth in limbo continuously, as I was, and I most likely would have made the wrong choice. Yah knows the secrets of men's hearts, all of them. There's nothing we do, think, or say, or anything that He doesn't hear, or see, or know. You know, so I'd rather have someone as a friend and family than not have them at all, if that's the case. So giving that to Yah and just choosing what He's already chosen for me that's what I receive. You know what I'm saying? That's why I embrace. I embraced. And I agree with, because if Yah says I'm worthy of that, I'm worthy of that. And then dealing with when Yah makes known to us things, you know, um, the greater thing to do is just know that He knows what He's talking about. But dealing with these religions of all kinds, you know what I'm saying, it seems to be the same conditions that have gone through many, 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 many diverse kinds of people's minds, even non-religious people's minds, where it's like when it comes to relation and connection to the Most High, like how can we be a son and daughter if we're not able to express how we feel? If we can't speak, there's a communication, a communion in that, and there has to be some type of breakthrough and clarity. There has to be an understanding as well, an understanding of our Father's purpose and judgment. You know what I'm saying? Our Father's like keeping us, like protection and stuff like that. And many times I was not able to see that. I didn't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to change because it would have shattered my reality. I would have not only had to be held accountable, you know what I'm saying? And part of me being held accountable, I used to fear because of what people thought, what people said, you know what I'm saying? People would condemn me like so harsh, like you did it, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when it comes to me and if I got angry, at least I was able to tell the truth. I was able to take that regardless of how messed up it was. You know what I'm saying? True or not. And when it came to me doing the same to other people, they couldn't handle it. They couldn't. It was too much for them. It overwhelmed them. You know what I'm saying? And it was always a curious thing to me because it's like, wow, well, when you say something, everything is all perfect and peachy. But if I say something, then I'm just the worst worm in the book of sand scripts or whatever. So the language of the Sanskrit confusion of English, this, that, and the third, and the desensitized mindsets, the hallucinogen of these religions and these other people's nations of thoughts and ways and traditions and stuff like that. Jeremiah 29 to put it short in Psalm 83. You know, when are we going to question what they think they know that they have taught us? Is that teaching for real? That's not qualifications of a teacher, because how do you not know these hard questions? Why do you not do these difficult things to do? You know what I'm saying? Like I can love anybody, but can you feed me the food that is for me? You know what I'm saying? So she is real. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's pretty much where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like to do right and to enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? And to be all up in it, doing it is my desire. I don't. You watch the other videos, you'll see. You know, but when it comes to evidences and stuff like that too, like I take everything with a grain of salt. I try to, dump the bathwater, but not the baby, and eat the chicken, but throw out the bones. You know, because if we're eating bone broth, it's for a whole different purpose on that. Kind of. However, it's the fact that it's like, yo, beyond books, where is your relation and your connection to the Most High? Beyond he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? What if he say, she say ain't right? And then having people that use the Most High against you as a weapon in His Word is like, bro, that's not what this is about. You know what I'm saying? How can you ever be free from trauma? You can't be free from Babylon slavery if you're not getting healed from the trauma that is a result and effect of the weapons and the tools and the warfare of Babylon's devices and systems. You know what I'm saying? So to get rid of devices, you know what I'm saying? You like there's a healing that takes place, and part of that healing is accountability, responsibly acknowledging Yahuwah the Most High in all of our ways, so He would instruct our paths. You know, so I take the instruction and the wisdom, you know, even when it hurts at times, because like there's people I don't want to let them go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, y'all show me what that looks like, because sometimes it's not even just like completely get them out of your life. Sometimes it ain't even like that. It's just you can't mess with them that way. You know what I'm saying? Or there's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? A perimeter that cannot be crossed, a line that cannot be crossed anymore. And the only way for that to be done or to be so is, yeah, you do it. Because I don't know how to do it. I'm not able to do it on my own. I'm not that strong. You are my strength. You are my power. You are my healer. You are my rock and my salvation, my strong tower, my provider. You know what I'm saying? You are my healer. You are my salvation. And salvation has come in my mind. So salvation is projected and radiant and radiated through my works, my hands and my feet. So to be for Yahuda, Huida, Judah to be his lawgiver, we have to examine law. A law is the word of the Most High, not a deity of female origin. Igbo, um, uh, I want to say aborigines, um, what I'm saying, and the glorification and exaltation of women above our maker or higher than our maker. That's not that's not that's not right. That's wicked. And I have went through many, many terrible experiences and encounters and life-changing, altering things with women. Not all women, just many women. Most of my pains and struggles came from women. However, I have came across some great, great women, and in my mind, I felt like, let me help you out. Let me show you some love because I see that you haven't had that before. So to give you a taste of something that, what I'm saying, you can have if you seek the Most High. And I wasn't right in doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's no justification. But I just wanted to show where my mind was at with those things. You know what I'm saying? I had pure intentions or pure motives, but I was doing it the wrong way. So it was wrong all the way around, you know? And it came from, me not being honored and respected and, in ahav or, loved and nurtured and being nurtured and appreciated in that way. It was something, it's new. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult to choose what the Most High wants for me over what I was experiencing then, because what I was experiencing then was real to me, more real than what the Most High was speaking because it was there. It was present. It was evident. You know what I'm saying? However, the Most High is not a man that he should lie, and he's not slack concerning his promises towards me or any of those whom he has promised new beginnings to, you know? And I should not, why, do not embrace the bosom of a strange woman or a strange man, nor their idols, meaning their religions, because that's not the Most High's way. That's not his mindset. That's not his desire for us. And there are some great men and women of other religions that I have come across, you know, um, and I seek the Most High on behalf of them for them to know His ways, because it's like if you can save them and they can see salvation and really find or really know true Ahab love. You know what I'm saying? Nina Kopinda. You know what I'm saying? If it be your will, Father God, do it. You know, do it. Rid them of them Satans. Rid them of the lies and confusions and perversions and the things that have been done to them that they didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like many people have been lied to, but that doesn't necessarily mean, oh, you deserve to be lied to. Like, come on, bro. You love people or not? You know what I'm saying? If you're really concerned about the Most High's ways, you do your diligence to warn people of the wickedness that they're in. You warn them that they're going towards destruction. You know, in some strange reason or way, like the Most High let me experience that, which for me at times is kind of confusing. It was like I didn't expect to be in that type of position. I didn't expect to be the one that I'd have to choose that. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate now more than ever to people who have been in those type of situations, you know. And sometimes you only get one choice. You only get one thing. And I want what I want. The one thing I want is Yahweh, your will above all else. And will you please restore and renew? and keep my feet and my existence, my being, and all the members of my house on the path that you set for us. Because for me and my house, we will serve and seek the Most High Jehovah. That's all there is to it. It may not be, I guess, pleasing all the time, but that's not. Why are you seeking the Most High if you're seeking to be pleased? You'll receive the desires of your heart and seeking His kingdom, seeking His ways, giving your mind stay on Him. Is how you will be given perfect shalom. And to be perfect in shalom is to be total, completely. You know what I'm saying? Like not wavering or moving from it, not taken out of it, not staggering or like a drunkard in and out, in and out, in and out, double mindedness or backsliding. It's you know we've been through over enough of that. Long story short, enough of that. So that's the purpose of this song. I know it's a bit deep. It's about half an hour almost worth of detail, but no one can ever ask me a question and just get a shallow answer other than because the Most High said so. And that itself is deep. So, hallelujah. I feel the attention from you. With the truth, I can see inside you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I fell in love with the people like dirty dance with. Yeah, 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 yeah. But no, I ain't in the chest or the stance. I gotta go back. You know what I'm speaking and let them hands lift. I didn't be in a position where I had to choose. Yeah, yeah. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push comes to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. But don't pick me even the chest or the stance with. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the truth. So he said, I feel the nurturing from you, but if I'm speaking the truth, I never thought I'd be the one to be in the position where I have to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove, all my purpose I'm holding hands with. Meaning all that Yahuwah promised me. That's my choice. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. So praising God above all else. That's all there is to it. Because is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, Yah knows what we're gonna do before we do it. He makes this known to us. So you're worthy, Yah. Oh really? Oh really? I can see inside you. Can you see the truth? You see inside you. Can you see? I can see inside you. I can see inside you. I can see inside you. Another thing is too, y'all send them there who is for them. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that you created for them. Because the people, you know what I'm saying, like to help them be covered. In my mind, I was like, I could deal with 2 wives. I probably could. However, I only need one, and I need the one. You know, part of that too is like there's a mindset that they should be in before they meet you. You know what I'm saying? They meet you before they meet you, but there's a mindset that they should be in before you come like physically, as we say, face to face. They should already be seeking the Most High. They should be seeking Him and doing their due diligence too. And there's a willingness to just sometimes, no, 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 it's a willingness to shut the fuck up and like just do what God said to do, and that's for me specifically. And more to it is just this is I don't want to be part of this jacked up system here. I don't want to be part of its people. None of that. Like what for? I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really see, like, really put into perspective how the Most High has changed us and transformed us and freed us from all this crazy crap. You start you start seeing things differently. You know what I'm saying? And part of that seeing things differently for me is like, yo, enough is enough, bro. How many people do they have to murder and massacre? When is there gonna be enough evidence that's right blatantly right in front of our faces to make that choice and be like, you know what? Fuck that shit. It ain't even worth it. They money not worth it. Like I gotta destroy my family to be on your time clock or to get paid when you feel like paying me. I gotta go through these problems to get paid when I'm doing the work, knowing that without apart from me, you don't have a system. I'm speaking as in a whole. You're not able to operate or do anything. So let me just take the power from you. How about that? Let me just take my power back by taking the power that I gave you away from you. Because that's not how this is going. That's not what the Most High instructed me to do. These people are abusers. You know what I'm saying? The ones who run this system, they all they know is death. They've made covenants with death. Read the book of Isaiah, bro. All the way, all the way. Just read it. Like really put it into context. You know what I'm saying? And it's like our ancestors were exiled from our homeland, city, everything. And it was destroyed. And many of our ancestors have perished since then. That was the atonement for the sins of our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said forsake the traditions of your forefathers. Or the same thing gonna happen in the land of captivity to us. I'm straight. My children are worthy of more. Because y'all said so. My children deserve a life with a mother and a father who truly seek the Most High, regardless of what anything or who else is doing, blah, 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 and to hold each other accountable in doing so. Like, yo, we're seeking the Most High above all else. Flat out. I'm not about to let you continue to slip and do this and that and the third. Like, no, it's the Most High over everything. You know what I'm saying? Including, especially us. And to walk in total true dominion, authority, and power and rulership, look here. Y'all better fight for your families. You better fight those who fight against your families as Yah helps you and instructs you to do so. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's. His death he is worthy of, along with those who pursue Caesar's dream and ways. Who stand with Caesar are those who are the servants of Caesar and dead with Caesar. Flat out. They messing over your money. Give them their money then. Go ahead, give it to them. You are receiving the promises of Yahuwah. Your land is my land anyway. Your land is my land. My land is my land. Yeah. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I possess the gates of my enemies, the borders of my enemies, and my enemies. Yahuwah is my heritage, inheritance. What do you want to do about it? Nothing. Fight against those who fight against you and be an adversary to your adversaries. And that he does. Thank you, y'all, for clearing out my life of confusion, unnecessary stuff. But I do wanna give a couple shout outs to some actual family and friends that's out there. Um, I'm not gonna mention well, I do wanna mention names, but I don't really wanna mention names at the same time, but, um, mother of my youngest daughter, I appreciate you. May Yah cover you and keep you and continue to teach you his ways. May you acknowledge him above all else, you know what I'm saying? I desire what is right for you and what is going to keep you, and I know that you will receive it, you know what I'm saying? I just my whole thing is, like, we're family at the end of the day, and let it be order and equilibrium the way that Yah desires it to be with the proper boundaries, you know what I'm saying? And I'm partially doing this as a way to, like, so people can see for themselves, like, this is what true self-examination looks like. You know, true connection with Yah looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like a real warrior's mindset, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to family, like, bro, I'm not willing to sabotage and destroy my own family for my own desires. How can I leave them an inheritance to my children if it's destroyed at my own hands? Let it be not so. Hallelujah. Whatever repercussions comes from this, yeah, will be done. I know that nobody and nothing can condemn me though. You know what I'm saying? But I am calling out those wicked people out there and wicked things out there that have like shouldn't be no single mothers and fathers anymore. Shouldn't be no trying to figure out, dang, how I gotta be a family. Well, I did that and the third. I gotta keep this from them, this, that, da, da, da. For what, bro? If we're community, we're community. Put your resources in the people that Yah brings to you or don't. Help each other or don't. Long story short. This shit's not rocket science. It is infuriating fervently to be going through stuff like that and just like, nigga, how do you not see what is relevant? They're freaking poisoning the water and destroying the food. When do you think it's gonna be enough of a danger to get the fuck on? On top of chemical warfare, psycho warfare, frequency warfare is like, come on, bro. Like these niggas not our friends. They not my master. I know that for sure. And I'm not having mercy on them for what? They didn't have mercy on my people. They show as hell ain't had no mercy on me. F them and they so-called gods and their religions, all of them. Because if their religion was right, there shouldn't be no confusion about anything. All problems should be solved with ease. Should have been by now. They have more than enough resources that they freaking stole and robbed and pillaged and raped the earth of. So, and our people in our lands, I'm not asking no permission. No, there's no mercy on that, bro. None. If y'all, not for y'all, may y'all destroy you. That's what my heart is. Destroy all of my enemies, Father God. All those who are your enemies are my enemies. Flat out. Destroy all of them. Get rid of them. Let their seed be removed as well into the pit. All the memories of them, their names, all that stuff. Because it's like we don't need no other generation of more wickedness coming up more wicked than the one before. Bump all that. Just get rid of all of them. Those who you see are wicked and will not change or do differently, repent. Just they're not even really making no effort to do so, like an honest, true effort in some type of way, calling on you for real, in some type of way. Get the fuck out of here. I feel like we've all provoked the Most High enough, where it's like, if He wanted to kill us, we have shit. We're worthy of it. If that's not what He has planned for us, then y'all help me to embrace your plan for me. I'm tired, bro. Like I'm beyond tired. Like enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's why I do what I do, because it's like, look here. As they would say, y'all ain't my daddy. You ain't my mama. You don't get to tell me what to do. Rebel. 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 Y'all heard of Lauren Hill? Rebel. rebel against the system at all costs, like to the fullness of your capacity of your being. Rebel, fight them wholeheartedly, fully, fight them, and standing with the Most High and His chosen people. Don't be so quick to just pass somebody off as nuts or crazy or this, that, and the third, because everybody in different thinking spaces, and it's like y'all know who His people is. We may have trouble discerning that at times, or if we had, but y'all knows who His people is. You know what I'm saying? And he don't need our help discerning that. Like, He gives discernment, obviously. So. There's way more in the land than keeping not a secret. Just gonna taste of your forbidden fruits. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family, I stand. There's way more in the land than keeping not a secret. Just gonna taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you. Speak the truth, I can see inside you. Not a secret, just gonna taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family stand. I can see inside of you. Just a taste of the truth. I can see inside of you. Can you see inside of me? I can see inside of you. Yeah. Can you see my truth? Yeah. I feel it now with the people that burn hands with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. Oh, snaps. What happened? Come back. Take me back, man. I can see inside you. God's teaching me how to sing to Him. That's why I be laughing, because some of them notes be like, bro, if you don't get them sounds right. Hallelujah. That's the beauty of it, though. Yeah. I feel it down with the people like dirty hands with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. When don't pick the evil, attach to all the sins with. Hallelujah. Can you see my truth? Can you see? Yeah. I feel it now with the people like dirty hands with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. Yeah. I feel it now with the people like dirty hands with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. When don't pick the evil, attach to all the sins with. Hallelujah. And let them hands lift. Master. Can you see the true color? Hallelujah. Can you see inside it? I'm about to turn this computer around in a minute. I'm tired. I know what I look like. I mean, I should know that. You see inside oh yeah, I fell in love with the people that dirt dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. When no pick on me, all the sands with. Hallelujah. Yeah, hallelujah. What? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's that. Right there. Thank you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can see inside you. Megaphone. I can see inside you. What's this? What are you? Yeah, I can see inside you. Cause I haven't used this one before. With the stud. Yeah. I can see inside you. I can see inside you. Come on, man. I think I'm going to remove that part right there.
I can see the true color. Speaking and let them hands lift. Don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color. Don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color. Don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm saying, up on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. Don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color. Let dirty dance with. Push comes to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. Don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. Love on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. Don't pick the evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color.
Right here inside you.
With the people that dirty dance with. Evil attached to all the Sanskrit.
Hallelujah.
I can see the
Fata shalpitu. Shalpitu. What you see inside of you? Oh man, when you really like adore people, that is something totally different, bro. That's one of the things that made it so troublesome or difficult for me at times to like just submit to guys, like, because it's different when you adore somebody and you're not adored back or appreciated back, but when you adore someone and they're like willing to like adore you as well and learn, that's something totally different. And that's they caught me off guard literally. I was like, whoa. Why me? Why not? Right? It's been several times where I went through some things that I did not expect to go through. I did not ask to go through. But it's time for new beginnings. New beginnings are here. Sit in the tree and your good name come forth. I can see inside of you. You come back this way. Why?
In my family, I stand. And we ain't doing the political. They just ain't exposed to the roots.
You did.
There's way more in the name to keep it not a secret. Just for the taste of your forbidden fruits.
Just for
I feel the nurturing from you, but if it's the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family, I stand. There's way more in the name to keep it not a secret. Just for taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you, but if it's the truth,
I can see inside of you.
I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color. I can see inside you. I can see the true I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose.
This.
I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated in position in my family I stand. There's way more in the name, keeping down the secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you. The truth I can see inside you. I'm obligated in position. In my family I stand. And we ain't doing the political religious things we're supposed to lose. There's way more in the moment, and not a secret. Just give a taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated in position in my family I stand.
There you are.
There's way more in the name, keeping down a secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you. I can see inside you. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color.
We are moving far away from all these other Western philosophy, theology, all that shit is possible, bro. In every way, in every way, garbage. It's garbage. It's straight garbage. From how they view what we call marriage, all that stuff. No more of that. They've taken our identity, hidden it from us, and God's given it back to those of us who we were created for Him. We were created for Him. You know what I'm saying? Born of Him. So don't put other junk, bro. I don't want no Christian atheism, Christian Islam, Christian Buddhism. I don't want none of that shit. I want these religions. I want to be identified as who my Father said I am. That is who I am. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. We are His son and daughter, or sons and daughters. We are His anointed, the Messiah, literally, and He is our Savior. If a man could save us by now, well, I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't done yet. I'm not going through nobody to sit there and speak to my Father. I could be all in my home, in my mind, and just speak to Him. In my mind, I mean my heart. Because we don't think with our brains, we think with our hearts. That is His connection. I think that's the problem in a way. Oxymoron is like people that thinking with your head. Well, if we're the head of nations and we're the head, not the tail, then why aren't we thinking with our head? But oftentimes we think with our head, if you catch the drift. So Don't be headstrong the wrong way. Um,
I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm home. I never thought I'd be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose.
Sunderfluff.
I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm home. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm saying, I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I'm obligated, in position in my family I stand. There's way more in the name to keep the knowledge secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits. I'm feeling nutrition from you. Speak the truth, I can see inside you. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm saying, to be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty. I feel the nutrition from you. Speak the truth, I can see inside you.
Shabbat shalom too, by the way.
I never thought
Shout out to people of Yah.
where I had to choose. I feel in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm home. From you. Speak the truth. There's way more in the name to keep it knowledge secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you. Speak the truth, I can see inside you. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where it's Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift it. I can see inside you. There's way more in the name to keep it knowledge secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruits. I can see inside you. I'm obligated in position. In my family, I stand. And we ain't doing nothing political. They just came really close to the roots. Yeah. In my family, I see inside you. And we ain't doing nothing political. They just in my family, I stand. And we ain't doing nothing political. They just came really close to the roots. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated
That's
in
what it was.
position. There's way more than I can keep it not a secret. It's gonna taste of the forbidden fruit. There's way more than I can keep it not a secret. It's gonna taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated, but not a secret. It's gonna taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated.
Want to copy that? I'm going to paste that. I just a taste of the crab, bro. I use it in Oh, that's not supposed to be there. That's
I'm
why.
obligated. In position in my family, I stand.
I can see inside it.
Just for tasting the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you. The truth.
I can see inside you. Thank you, y'all, for the lyrics. Y'all be coming with it. I was actually gonna do something different before this one. This one just happened.
I fell in love with the people like dirty dance with. Push comes to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. But no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift.
I'm about to mix this, boy. Well, I'm mixing it, excuse me, as I go. I'm about to.
There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you. There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family. There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, there's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position. There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth. I'm obligated. There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family,
I don't know. I can see inside it.
out of secret. There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family, there's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you speak the truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family, I stand.
I can see inside it.
There's way more in the name to keep it out of secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden. I'm obligated. In position in my family, I stand.
I ever
There's
do.
way more in the name, keeping out the secret.
I
Just a
see
taste of the
inside
forbidden fruits.
you.
I feel
I
in
can
the
see
treasure
the
from you.
truth I
If
love.
you speak the truth, I can see inside you. There's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. Just a taste of the forbidden. There's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits. There's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits. There's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. Just understand. There's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. Just a taste of the forbidden fruits.
Mm,
I feel the nutrition from you. If you speak the truth, there's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. There's way more in the name, keeping out the secret. I feel the nutrition from you. If you speak the truth, I can see inside you. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose.
I suppose it's okay. Yeah, yeah.
I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose. I feel the nutrition from you. If you speak the truth, I can see inside
Bro, are you about to say?
you. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had it. I feel the nutrition from you. If you speak the truth, I can see inside you. Nutrition from you. If you speak the truth, I can see inside you. Nutrition from you. I feel the nutrition from you. If you speak the truth, I can see inside you. I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose.
I feel like that one's already up there. Yeah, yeah,
I fell
yeah.
in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push comes to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color. I can see inside you.
Something that came to mind too is like dealing with children when it comes to hard decisions and how that's gonna affect the children in the long run. Like that's sometimes like what I be thinking about too. Like it's not about me, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so much deeper than that. It's so much like more obvious than that. Sometimes grown people make so-called grown people make decisions that are for what they want, but it's not really focused on what's good for the children too, you know? And the best way that I can give an example for that right now would be like Abraham and Sarah. I mean, Abraham, Sarah, and Hagar, and Ishmael and Isaac. I can only imagine how they felt with all that. Because that's what came to mind from the very beginning. It's like, bro, God will still, you know what I'm saying, move Baruch if that's what he wants to do. And move Baruch down. Just like at the end of the day, bro, what do you always say?
I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Purpose I'm holding hands with. With no wicked evil attached to all the Sanskrit. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift.
You are right there. Why? Daddy duties, man. It's like it's like children. They like you don't have to tell them, but when they know like you're doing something, it's just all the random noise that comes out of nowhere. Then when you sit there and tell them like I need to do this because I'm doing this to glorify Yah or whatever, it's like this is a child's thing. It's like they get so freaking distracted. It's crazy. I feel for the people who had to raise me. I can literally only imagine what it was like for them. Because I know I was a handful. In other areas, I was more chill. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I know I was a handful. Like, there's no way you could tell me that I wasn't a handful. You see inside you see inside hour and 21 minutes. You see so I'm about to end this video. I just kind of wanted to play the whole thing a little bit. You know, I've been skipping around, blah, 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 blah. But you can look for the actual music video where you can hear it for yourself. I can see inside you. And I'm going to go from there. I'll just say, like, where you come from.
We ain't doing nothing but letting it go. They just gave us what it's supposed to.
I can see your truth in there.
I feel the nurturing from you, but if I'm speaking truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family, I stand. I stand inside you. We ain't doing nothing but letting it go. They just gave us what it's supposed to. There's one more in the game. I can see it. I feel the nurturing from you, but if I'm speaking truth, I'm obligated. In position in
Because I
my family,
love
I
you.
there's way more in the name, keep it out a secret. Just for taste of the forbidden. There's way more in the name than keep it out a secret. Just for the taste of the forbidden fruit. I feel the nurturing from you, but if you're speaking truth, I'm obligated. In position in my family, I stand. There's way more in the name, keep it out a secret. Just for taste of the forbidden fruits. I feel the nutrition from you. But if you speak the truth, I can see inside you.
Are you serious?
I never thought I'd be the one to be in a position where I had to choose.
I'm gonna do that alone.
I fell in love with the be in a position where I had to choose. I fell in love with the people I dirty dance with. Push come to shove on my purpose, I'm holding hands with. When no wicked evil attached to all the sins free. And if you know what I'm speaking, then let them hands lift. I can see the true color. I can see inside you.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do, but okay. And then watch the video, y'all.